I don't notice this thing. Say, anytime any person from the north know the power, body they always they pepper most of them. Body go they pepper them like say we want to remain there forever. Dear Hausa people, Nigeria does not belong to you. Dear Fulani people, Nigeria does not belong to you. But let me tell you one thing for free is, if anything happen to Tinubu today, Nigeria will divide. I feel bet anything, I feel talk anywhere. So if anything touch Tinubu today, Nigeria will divide. And the thing we say, not be say the whole country will won't divide because it touch Tinubu, no, because if anything happens to Baba, the Yoruba people will first come out. Yoruba go, Southwest go come out, and Southside go come out. Because everybody now in one day, we have been crying for regional government, and this one are waiting, we call that chain reaction, where they say, as this one they happen, that one they happen, you go shock everybody. Because as Yoruba people come out, say, we want our own region, we are no longer part of Nigeria. Southside go follow with our Niger Delta Republic, and Biafrans, Igbos go with their Biafra. Now, it never take away Buhari just come out, they don't dey plan, say they won't come up person because in are from Southwest. I'm not saying all the Northerners are in on this, because even the person that they attached to the office of the NSA was tasked to unalive Ribadu. So this means not all the Northerners are in on it, but there are so many people behind them, and they even allegedly included one of our uncle. Allegedly, he's the one funding, he's part of the people funding the coup plot. Simi Receiver, the Nigeria again. He don't come up for Nigeria. They even raided his house. Now, look at the names of everybody here. They are all Northerners. So this doesn't mean all the Northerners are in on it. But which time they just come up for power? I don't notice this thing. Say, anytime any person from the north know the power, body they always they pepper most of them. Dear Fulani people, Nigeria does not belong to you. Nigeria belongs to everybody inside Nigeria. And if we decide to break away today, we already have a 6 geopolitical zones, and it's going to remain like that. We already have the south, southeast, southwest, north, central, north. It is going to remain like that. So if to say anything go to Tinubu, Yoruba people go come out, and I feel better anything say south go follow come out, because not only our region and then create constitutionally. So we have every right to ask for a referendum and get the F out of the country. We can live today. And I'm sure the Southwest can stand, Yoruba people will stand on their own 100%. And we, Southside, even we can stand on our own. So if to say anything go touch Baba, this country for don't go the regional government, we all of us don't they cry for it.
16 names of the Nigerian military officers detained for alleged coup plots against President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I will call the names out. First, Brigadier General Musa Abubakar Sadiq, Hausa person. Colonel M.A. Maji, Hausa person. Lieutenant Colonel S.A. Bapa, Hausa. P. Dangap, Hausa. Left Colonel M. Alamakara. Major General A. Ibrahim. Major M.M. Jida, Major M.A. Usman, Major D. Yusuf, Major I. Dauda, Captain Ibrahim Bello, Captain A. Yusuf, Lieutenant S.S. Felix, Lieutenant Commander D.B. Abdullahi, Squadron Leader S.B. Adamu. Thank God. Thank goodness. Thank God. Thank God. Well, Tinubu, you have survived this one. I don't know if you will survive the next one. I just want you to finish your tenure in peace and then leave the office for them.
But maybe finally, before I let you go, because these rumors of alleged or attempted coup is gaining so much grounds. In fact, the opposition, African Democratic Congress, is calling for greater transparency. But it has worked in some African countries, isn't that so? Burkina Faso and a few others in the continent, Myanmar outside the continent. Can it work in Nigeria? There are those who say, look, perhaps we needed to reset this country.
All right. The coup d'etat can work anywhere because the military has the power, they have the capability to overrun any government they want to overrun if they plan it very effectively, which we as citizens, we do not call for. It has worked in the Niger Republic, Burkina Faso, and other Sahel region. And the question we should be asking ourselves, why coup d'etat? Is it that the civilian government or democracy is not working for the country? So for you to start telling us that, okay, some people have been arrested or there are some rumor mills that some officers and men have been arrested, they're in jail because they want to carry out coup. As a criminologist, I'm not concerned about that. What I'm concerned about is the causative factors. Why did they want to carry out this coup if it's true? Then that is where the presidency should start looking at, okay, for these people to have premeditated or to have planned to carry out a coup, what is the reason? Is it that we're not protecting the country very well? We're not doing well for the nation, for the people? Is it that things or the economy is very tough? Then work on those areas that will ensure that our officers and men are well taken care of and the Nigerian people are well taken care of. Put in measures and policies in place. No country thrives without policies. Effective policies will drive the economy, will drive the security design, the security architecture. Effective policy and procedure will ensure that things goes well. And when we talk about security management, it has to do with the people, the procedures and policies, and the technology. So the president and the government or national security advisor should assess what went wrong or what led to the, to the plan coup and ensure that they address that area to forestall a futuristic coup d'etat. If they don't address that area and they just say life goes on, I tell you for free, 1 or 2 officers tomorrow might emerge and say, hey, we need to emancipate Nigeria from this democratic nonsense.
Military coup against the Nigerian government. You see, it's a common saying that the worst democracy is better than the best military. Yes, now in our democratic setting, that's how it is. Because when the military takes over, the first thing they're going to do is to suspend the constitution. Automatically, chapter 4, the fundamental rights, they will just carry that one, put for pocket. There will be green rule with decree and edits. That's not where I'm going. The government denied that there was no plot in terms of coup. But 16 senior officers were arrested from the rank of captain to generals. All right? So we heard that the former governor was part of those sponsoring this attempted coup. All of a sudden, Silva was allegedly fingered as part of those sponsoring the attempted coup.
It's not a rumor, but there's a coup. There was a coup plot, and people were rounded up. And the revolution came from Sahara reporters, the newspaper I founded, and their reaction. It's fake news. They sponsored their trolls. They were attacking everybody who revealed this. But we knew a long time ago that this was the situation. I think they started planning the coup since 2024, and I think it was followed in 2025.
They started, and, from the intel that you have, they started the planning from 2024.
Yes. Some of the sources that I spoke to told me that part of the reason the crackdown was very hard on the bad governance was because they knew around that time that some people were planning a coup. And I think some arrests of military officers were made around that period too. So if you notice during bad governance, their major grasp was that, there was Russian flags on the street and this would promote coup. And it was a time that all these Sahel countries had been taken over by military jackboots. So they started that around 2024, from what I heard. So, but I think maybe they didn't strike then and then they kept monitoring some of them. A lot of them are disgruntled officers in the Nigerian army who felt that things are not going the way they should. But let me make it very clear. I can never support military rule. Again, I've seen the worst military rule in my lifetime. Nobody can come and tell me, fellow Nigeria, we know things are wrong. These military guys that are planning to take over, that are planning coup, will be worse than the civilians we have. What we should do, and I've said this, anybody who loves Nigeria, it's all of us to take on the system at once, have a revolution. You get another government in uniform. All these army generals we're saying, colonels, and all that, they're the reason why there's insecurity in the country.
And it's very funny when I see people shouting for military takeover in the country, and I don't even know how the thing be. And I don't know. They feel like if the military should take over, it will bring in development, because whenever somebody says do this, you must do it. If the military leader says do this, you must do it. No, there is heavy corruption even under the military. And as one person take over for the military, the person who did behind them too go down the plan another takeover, because himself won't sit down for there. On I see during those coups that time in the 80s of what happen, Babangida come Abacha come Babangida, Buhari come there come out, then come on Yakubu go on, and I see all of them just they come out themselves. Now that one are waiting will begin happen. Yes, that one are waiting will begin happen. But Baba is 10 steps ahead. Tinubu is always 10 steps ahead of anybody. The man is so smart. You might be looking at Tinubu like, oh, he's too frail. That Baba, the kind of brain when he day here, they pray me you get the type. Because it's very rare to see a man like that, Baba Tinubu. Anyway, make them they appreciate the Tinubu because if anything had touched Tinubu, even ordinary people touch him like this, he go bring us regional government for Nigeria. Now so it be.
Welcome back. I know many of you don't listen to the people who say they don't explain many things for you concerning the coup. Where okay they've been plots against Tinubu. Although many of us know that this coup when they plot them, many persons don't know say okay na Fulani leaders now them be the people who be okay they behind the coup. Now waiting people been they talk before and now waiting can come out because the name will be okay it come out. If you look at the name well you can know say okay most of them are Fulanis, even as some people they talk say okay most of them are northern people, Hausa people, though the thing will be okay Hausa don't bring themselves into now make all this thing now don't they on them because as it be not everybody they say I'm like saying these people na Hausa and the Fulanis now them be people be say okay they plot that coup. No be only them plot that coup. But you see this coup and you see waiting me I get to let you guys know about the coup where be say okay they plot. No be say okay me normally I they support Tinubu or support anybody for I know they even support any politicians, but you see anytime where it's okay, if they come to any politics for the south, with some northern Fulani, where it's okay, they go come out, can't do one thing or the other, may they make sure it's okay, that kind of person, no finish your own tenor. You know, they make sense like that. That's why we did let them know that time, see, it's either everybody go to regional government that time, or make them just separate, make everybody do their own. Them no agree. And now anytime we say they don't notice say a person from the south na they will make sure say okay they do one coup or the other to make sure say okay they take that person out. Now the same thing na they happen for here now. Although many of you guys have heard the name of the people where we say okay they don't call for here. Most of the name are Fulani people. Now them the people where we say okay they did behind all this coup where they go on for this country. Although I would like make una finish the video. When you guys finish, I will come back. Thank you.
When we discuss about this attempted coup, where we say Premium Times they report, though the military don't deny them, they say nothing like attempted coup, but Premium Times they bring some kind story they come back to back, and the story won't they shake them as they be. On October 1st, now we they celebrate Independence Day and we they like celebrate them big. But this year's October 1st, the government say they want to do them on the low key. So all those kind big march parade, they say no, it no go be. That one, what it make some people call the suspect say, it be like something they behind you. Days later, we hear about the changing, what we say consign military chief. Oga President say, we go change our military chief. So you step down, you step down, you step down, you enter, you enter. I can't put this man as point one. Well, position as a chief of defense staff. People consider the suspect. Even Premium Time consider right. I be the coup where the military deny. I be the coup really pure. Oga President they observe say coup won't really be. That mean they go to do all these changes. All these ones that allegedly as they follow up with the report from Premium Time as they be. It don't really end for them. We got CC matter where we say recently where concerned the arrest of one guy. The guy there on X, formerly known as Twitter. His name now Innocent Shukuma. That's what he called post or kind things where we say concerned the coup matter. You know, some guy they come on social media. They the best. The government get the way be. May military take over. May this and that. All those your words where we say they talk some kind things on social media. It don't make sense. So they fit charge you to court for treasonable felony. And the case not there on your side. If the case there against you, you fit do life behind bars. So SSS, they don't arrest this guy, Innocent Chukwuma. They from all the way they trace him. He X account, he lock his X account. He no say they see tracer. I think the tracer go Port Harcourt where we say they go pick him. Now the coup talk, see the ground. Now say premium time say about 16 officers. They don't hold them. They question them. Respect to this denied coup. What we say a day. Yes, I decided to use the term denied coup because the military, they deny say anything like coup de ground. Any attempt to like coup de ground. So now the names of the 16 officers has been reported by Premium Times. And the names with this, they say they don't hold them in respect to this attempted coup. Allegedly, Now, another matter where we say they consign a former governor of Bayelsa State. Timi Principal, put the verse. So the way we say they go ready, yes. They can't catch a particular MD of a federal government agency. And what do they do this one? They say this MD allegedly do Trump transfer to Timi Principal. As the suspect say, he had day for inside this attempted coup. Well, now they're trying ways to cash Timi Principal. But Timi Principal, some people say they go, he wrong go Argentina. Some people say wrong go different talk. But for now, they never fist you Timi Principal as they be. But a spokesperson don't come and say, your guy hand, don't take for anything what we say he consigned attempted coup or denied coup. So that one is something where we say they has been reported by Premium Times and also by other dailies where we say they are grand. So a very, very tough one where we say they, a very, very tough one. For now, I don't know if independently tell you say an attempted coup day, or I don't know if you tell you say whether a fake coup took place, and I don't know if you tell you whether a no day. But they say when winch cry for night, Peking die for money. They go begin to suspect some kind of things. So when we say take ground, and I go still tell our Gen Zs and advice. You see, coup matter. A very strong matter. Not waiting you come on social media because sometimes I see some people, the government get the way busy, medicine take over, medicine. Those kind of words people put you for problem. In those days during the military government, you get some kind of things when we say you go here. If you not talk, it go put you for problem. It gets some kind of stuff you go here too. If you talk, it go put you for problem. I'll tell you the story quickly of one measure. Major Daniel Bamidele, during the time of Shehu Shagari na civilian government, now so they travel. They go Kaduna. Now hear rumor of coup. When you hear rumor of coup, now travel, come back, go meet Yoga. That Buhari was the GOC of Jos. And they had Jos side. I think the third armored division. And they had then I go tell us, oh God, they have a coup. Buhari said, what? It's Yabaku. I come, who be the people? It's okay, the Yabaku. Okay, see, make a call report give you as a good soldier. Because the man Major Daniel Bamidele. Buhari said, thank you for this report. Possibly, I go relate the matter, give His Excellency, Shehu Shagari. And they put this man for plane to Lagos. When the man reached Lagos, now once they put her behind bar. Because they say, what did happen? I mean, if I report about Kuna, show me behind bar. They call the answer say, hey, you say now you and who now they plan this coup? How many will be? The man say, show. I don't say now me they plan coup. I say I hear about coup. Now I call report, give my Oga boy. They say, if you don't reach time for you to confess, if we don't touch you, you really confess. The man did there for weeks. Before they call manage, release the man. The man could go years, he wonder what did happen. I believe they on the radio one day, they want money, they drink tea. Now, yes, Buhari don't take over from the government. So the person will go report the coup matter give. Now the person they plan the coup. Buhari, all the Buhari, IBB, Abacha, all those cartel. Even the people they question now when they Peter, confess. Now they plan the matter. So, Man, Daniel Bamidele with a cup of tea when they drink one morning. I say on the radio, yeah, ton ton ton, ton 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 ton, ton 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 ton. Buhari don't take over. Roshan Shagari. Now 1983. So this man, because this is military work, in what you say they met, this is military work. You know what if you see you know go talk. If you not see you just want mind the business to defend Nigeria. But something could happen. There was a kind man. He travel. There was a kind man. They drink. They laugh. They this. Those men, they don't like the government of IBB. That's how IBB don't take over. IBB press Buhari come out. That was in 1986. So when he hears some kind matter, the man just lock up. Say I beg, down no concern about the be. Now once as they do arrest, now once they arrest they say you hear about coup, you know talk. He say no hear about coup, just they mind the business. You don't have to do social work. They say no lie. They say you hear about coup, you know he talk. I said the car go to the military tribunal.
Hi, welcome back. I know you have listened to what everyone have said concerning the coup. Although, let me go back to the first guy. We explain all this thing. He been talk say if to say this coup work now, the Yoruba people now then be people will be say they for first come out. Why they for come out? Now we want explain. Although you don't talk he explain based on say you see the way Yoruba people dey. You know get how you go be where we say okay you go come out their own person where we say just enter power where we say okay now the third year where they enter we people from the north where we say they just do 80 years come out. You know why them they do that could be say they know if you carry any civilians making come straight because them they know say okay this power just come up for their own side. So if they say make their own civilian person making come, it go there how it dey be. You know how our constitution they will be say okay you go rule from this region where you no supposed go back to their region. So as they know say okay you no go fit work like that, they want to make sure say okay they do one thing or the other. That is why they want they plot this military coup. May they use and remove this man called Tinubu from the south. Although the only thing where we say they pay me now, they normally let you guys know because anytime where it's okay that they do all this kind of thing to the south, it be like it's okay now me personally now that they do on too because you know suppose they happen like that. They don't see southern people like say okay them they no be human again because you know if you get you go be where your person go just come out today where you go want make your same person come back tomorrow. You know they make sense like that because we are all Nigerians. We are born nobody's born not to rule. Everyone are born to rule if you have the capacity to do it. So anytime we anybody from the south they no good make northern people make them they coup against them every time any day. So you know they make sense and una claim to say okay we did for inside one Nigeria. Now one Nigeria fake one Nigeria where una put us for inside. If una knows okay this the way the constitution they know the favor una we say okay una be Fulanese leaders make una do and make everybody go in own regional government make everybody take care of your own region make him be like say nobody could eye anybody from any region again and so it just be and for una we just come now if una get anything where una want to talk concerning this matter make una drop wetin una get to talk below and also if na today be una first time make una like share subscribe. Thank you.